Hi, I'm Jill Clifton of Landscape of Mothers, and this series is about restoring and growing an inner mother. And I think there's a lot of information out there about inner child work that was really popular in psychology, or has been for a long time. And then, this idea of the inner mother is a little bit newer, I think. And so when I say inner mother, I mean the parts of us that learn how to take care of ourselves in the best ways. That is, the parts of ourselves that learn to protect and nourish ourselves. And like I said in the last video, or the first video in this series of growing the inner mother, we model that initial inner mother based on how other people take care of us. We learn what's valuable to be taken care of, what's worthy of being taken care of, what skills and tools you use to do that. We learn what needs are not worthy of being taken care of. And so that's our initial basis. And really our adult lives is hopefully often based on learning how to continue to grow that inner one who helps take care of us, right? So, and that's the one I call the inner mother. She's the one who learns to befriend your will. She's the one who learns how to let go of things once their time is up. She learns how to advocate on her own behalf. She learns how to set boundaries. She learns how to hear herself speak. Like, we learn to identify what we actually care about, what we need, what we want. And so we learn to take a stand for things. We learn when it's appropriate to take a stand for things. We learn how to get things done. We learn how to be in relationship and how to connect. And we learn how to find ourselves in the world and in life in sort of a bigger sense. Sort of our spirit sense. And so all of these things are the inner mother. So when I'm saying who is the inner mother, she's really sort of an aggregate of all of the landscape mothers. She's also a lot more than that, because she's also our individualized needs and how we feel cared for, our love languages. We want our inner mother to learn all of those skills. And so there's certain parts of it that will be very individualized. And I think Landscape of Mothers is sort of where we will overlap in the skills that we need. So when I'm saying growing the inner mother, I'm talking about taking each of these landscapes, taking time with Sun and Moon Mother to figure out what it means to regulate, to find your own grounding spaces, to find what kind of pulls you back into you, to tend to those things, to make sure that your basic needs are met for sleep and rest, or sleep and food and play. She's going to be the one who holds the cycles of all that. How do those things continue to happen over and over and over? Because those are all tasks that we can't ever overfill so that then we can go longer or further, right? We can't make our time between hunger longer. We can't make sleep, we can't fill up on sleep and then not do it for a month, right? So these are all things that need to be in some kind of regular scheduling. Wind Mother helps us letting go of things when it's time to let them go. Often Wind Mother, in my life anyway, seems to be one who forces the issue, right? It comes up. Someone changes their mind about something, an unexpected situation occurs, a death happens, an aging parent needs extra help, whatever it is. And it can be big things and small things, and there's just so many ways that we just have to let it go, right? She's also the one, though, that makes room for stuff. Right, she's the one that clears the schedule. She's the one that is whimsical and will pick up and do with time whatever it is that she wants or needs. Desert Mother holds our boundaries. She helps us figure out what's for us and what isn't for us. She helps us locate where our capacity really is and how much of it do we have. How much of it do we have ourselves and how much of it do we have to give? Island Mother is us figuring out how to hear our inner voices, figuring out how to make room and time to hear what's coming up in us, to feel our feelings and to get information from them, because our feelings are not inconveniences. They are not here to derail us. They're here with information. And so there's this, island mother is the one who will sit with the thing and like let it inform her so that she knows herself better. Mountain mother is one who's reliable, resilient. She'll stand for things. She's the one who knows what we hold on to for the long haul. She's the one who knows how to stay when times get tough. River mother knows how to get shit done. She'll get the banks on the river and she'll get everything flowing in the same direction. She helps us actually interact with it. She helps us with the adulting parts of life, like how we organize things to get them together, to get the, to go in a particular direction so that we're not all like scattered and free fall all the time. Forest mother helps us in our relationships. She helps us find our sense of interdependence. She helps us get out of hierarchies and find our way into community care. So she helps us, and in a lot of ways, it's forest mother who may often have that initial wound of the ways that we weren't cared for, the needs that we had when we were young that were not met. So she's always a fortifying place to start, but she also needs a lot because her healing happens in relationships. She needs a lot of fortification in those other spaces to be able to make that happen in a way that is a lot less likely to continue painful patterns in relationships. And then ocean mother helps us find our place in the big spiritual and physical and metaphysical universe, right? So it's our spirit sense, our sense that we are small. It's that feeling we get when we look up into the stars at night. It's the same feeling that I get when I see, videos of deep sea submarines going into this just amazing world that I can't even believe I share the planet with. And I feel both like small and removed and also like interconnected with life. And so in whatever ways, and we do that. And so just offering that each of the landscape mothers then are facets of the inner mother, right? They're each slices so that we can kind of partition things down into manageable pieces. Like I'm going in this direction, I'm figuring this part out, I'm getting a tool that I need from this landscape, I'm going to this particular area in order to do something. Like there will be times when we know that boundaries is our issue, right? And we can go to Desert Mother and we can investigate there. And I'm going to be doing individual courses on each of the mothers so that we can kind of expand those. What does it mean to look into our boundaries? What does it mean to cultivate an ability to let go? What does it mean to be, to organize things and get them going in a particular direction? What does it mean to be one who stays if you're the mountain mother? So just knowing that this is a little bit of an overview, the sense being that I think taking on the inner mother as a monolith can be difficult and it can feel scattered and haphazard. Landscape of Mothers offers a foundation for beginning to investigate and grow that inner mother in a way where the slices, the manageable pieces are kind of articulated. And then there's certainly plenty that can continue to fill in more mothers that we might feel in alignment with as we get more used to using this system. So if you have any questions, please put them below. That will help me guide what I put into each of the sort of expanded mothers videos, specifically with regard to growing the inner mother. And so I'd be happy to get that kind of feedback, and I'll try to answer questions and go in a direction that's something that you're interested in. If you don't have the book yet, I highly recommend it. You can get it from Amazon or other online booksellers, Landscape of Mothers. And you can always reach out via my website if you have more specific or more personal questions. Thanks a lot.